Lost in the Script, episode 49, Black Privilege.
Apparently we're privileged. It's black privilege now.
No, there's only one nigga that's, I don't even know if you call him that. That's privileged right now, and that's Jussie.
Jussie. Man, boy, Houdini.
Thank you for taking the ads off of
Hey, oh, here you go.
the video. You found out it was 30, right?
Let me say this.
And I wasn't over exaggerating.
Hold on.
Right?
I just turned it on. When we first turned them on, they would put like 2 or 3 ads on it.
Uh-huh.
When you said something, I went back and looked at it. That was like an ad every 5 minutes.
So I wasn't over exaggerating.
No, you weren't. So I took half of them off. I tried to space them out between at least 10, 15, 20 minutes. Good Lord. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't know it was that many.
I wasn't taking them off. I said, he gonna take them off.
But yeah, man, we got some stuff to talk about this week. Something I know you're very interested in is a story that's gonna happen in a little old city in old America, a little city. We're gonna start with this mess. Jussie Smollett.
There you go, calling him Juicy again. You said you won't calling him Juicy no more.
It's in my head now. I can't get rid of it. It's Jussie Smollett. All right. Jussie Smollett walks out of jail after appeal court orders release. Served less than a week of a 150-day conviction. Following the decision earlier today by Illinois' a court to court short the former Empire star's 150-day sentence pending appeal, Smollett walked out of Cook County Jail at around 8 p.m. local time.
We saw it coming.
They set this up so sweet.
He acted it out. He did a very good job in his last performance that we saw when he was walking out of the courtroom. Then he had Kim Fox talk about how it was unfair for him to get this amount of time because, you know, the crimes that he committed, normally you don't do that amount of time for it. You just get dismissed. You had Tahaji.
Oh, hold on. Before we get to her. Yeah, we want to show this right quick while you talking. Go ahead.
You had Tahaji, whose son may feel, you know, there's rumors out there that she may be in that, you know, alphabet club as the
allegedly
as the tranny.
Damn, hold on. Yeah, with Lev, I thought you about to say she dabbled in a little bit of.
No, there's rumors out there that she may be a tranny.
Okay, that took a left turn. All right.
You know, there's channels that we have seen said that.
Hold on. I don't really pay too much dues on the internet, especially on YouTube, because every damn body a man in Hollywood. Everybody.
But, you know, it's just I'm not saying it's true. I hope it's not true. You know,
look at you. Look what you're doing to a black woman. Look at you.
I'm just saying she's sticking up for his ass and knowing damn well what he did was wrong.
It was wrong.
He is, you know, he has a black parent, so he classifies himself as black, and that's a bad reflection on the black community. Him crying wolf and saying that, you know, he was attacked. That's not a good look for us.
I don't really care about the people that he offended. Let's be honest. People he offended are people that I don't give a damn about anyway. When it comes to what he accused.
No, I'm talking about there's gonna be another case that comes up.
That's what I'm saying. Those people who wouldn't believe that anyway, I don't really care.
And it's gonna be like, is it true?
It's mainly just integrity. Just don't lie.
He don't have no integrity. He don't have no morals. He don't have nothing about him.
Well, he has a ambition, I guess.
To get laws and shit passed for the community they're not saying anything about their community not coming out and backing him.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that too. All of a sudden, once again,
it's always straight black men.
Hold on. And y'all can't say this isn't some crazy jump. All of a sudden, he goes to jail for lying, and somehow the topic is straight black men. It's like, hold on.
Why isn't the Jewish community coming out supporting him? He has a Jewish father.
Like, remember, let me go ahead and show you what is this his brother or something?
That's his brother.
Let's see what his brother had to say about this. Hold on. All right. Now somehow this man lied. A lot of black people, not this black man, immediately was like, pause. Now, let's be honest. The first week or so, it wasn't a lot of people coming out saying he lying. It was a lot of people just like, this don't make sense.
Some people did come out flat out say he lying.
The most popular person I saw do it, which is why I actually started following him, is because when he called out Juice, I said somebody with a platform said it. I said it again, didn't I?
You said it again?
Man, it's because of Dave Chappelle. Then now I got it stuck in my head. What's his real name?
His name is
Jussie. Okay.
Smollett.
Jussie. Well, down on lost. Yeah. How the hell do you lie? Like I said, the first couple days, when nobody really saying nothing, people just quiet. People just looking like this don't really make sense. Southside Chicago is like below 30. Like it don't make sense.
Out for Clorox, getting Subway.
Yeah,
two
really?
white dudes see you, have to have a rope and Clorox on them.
Yeah, like somebody just so happened to notice you. Two white dudes noticed you from Empire. Come on, anybody
like he's the biggest star in the world. Let's let you know he's a narcissist.
Come on, but people were quiet. But then dudes did start saying, "Man, I think he lying." Came out, he was lying. You had people writing articles bashing black men, and
great black men.
Yeah, and then we prove him right, and the article is still up. And I'm gonna show the article, but this is what his brother had to say.
Our community is innately has a lot of homophobia in it, and they leverage that fact. They knew.
Hold on, okay, you're saying that the black community has a high level of homophobia, which means it's abnormally high compared to other communities. When I walk through the black community, I see gay people walking right past me. I see gay people in my family. They're able to operate normally as anybody else, but there's this high level of homophobia.
I mean, yeah, you talk shit behind and behind their back, and sometimes when they face and tell them what they're doing is wrong, but
they talk shit back.
They talk shit back, and it's not like it's not hostile.
It's exactly this idea that it's just abnormal. Black people are very accepting of a lot of things they shouldn't be.
Shit, if that was the case, then why is Atlanta a hotbed?
Good point. Now, they'll say the reason why Atlanta's a hotbed is because all the people across the country felt so neglected that they felt the need to go to one place and form a certain level of identity there.
No, that's not true.
Be free there. But San Diego was that too, wasn't it? Or San Francisco, I'm sorry.
San Francisco. Both. Probably both. It's San Francisco.
Now, that was the white ones, wasn't it?
There's some black ones that went out there too.
But I'm saying it was mainly the white ones.
Yeah.
So now the black ones said, oh, we had to go to Atlanta. Are you sure? Because there's a lot of straight people in Atlanta. The city and the state are still majority. I don't know if that's a fact no more, do we? Well, we're going to say, based off statistics, the state is still majority straight. So
the freaks come out at night.
All right, let's go ahead and move on.
That ultimately Jussie was not going to get the same type of support as a straight black man.
What?
It's been obvious. I find it
only time I see a nigga getting support is when he dead and somebody can profit off of him.
When this video over with, I'm gonna go in on your ad. I ain't wait.
Yeah. Rewind.
This video's over with. I got some words for you and your brother.
Now hold on. He said that they won't get support unless they're a straight black man. Straight black man only gets support when he dead.
Dead.
How you support somebody who dead?
40 years after they've been accused of raping somebody, then they get support.
And the support is they talk about it. Oh, we need to do something about criminal justice. The system is racist. But
only time black news channel talk about black men is when they come out of prison, going into prison, or dead. That's the only time they talk about them. But
the only time they talk about black men in politics is when they want to talk about criminal justice reform. Like that's all the black man need to worry about, criminal justice reform. There's nothing else bothering him.
The other gender and the race, they talk about schooling, education, businesses, ownership, leadership.
Yeah.
But but the black man dead
or in jail.
Or going to jail.
Difficult to believe that this ever would have gotten this far if Jussie was a straight black man. And so we need to really think about that. Celebrities, common people, everyone. We need to think about the fact that literally.
The way he just said that celebrities, common people, he just pretty much put celebrities at a rulership class.
Yeah. And of course, Diddy will let some shit like this be on Revolt Black News.
We know he's spicy.
Literally, society at large failed him. Mm-hmm. And hopefully one day the truth comes out to where people can see it clear as day. I don't know how they don't see it now, but hopefully someday that happens. And when that day happens, it's really a shame that it took that long for folks to understand that.
Jockey, so you think that if Jussie were a straight black man, the public reception would have been way less intent on vilifying him from the jump?
Hands down. As a straight black man, that is hands down what would have happened.
You said you had something to say?
You know what? I get so tired of these biracial people thinking that black people are supposed to come out and support them. He is part Jewish.
Yeah.
Why are they not asking for the Jewish community to come out and support him?
Yeah, he's a minority. He's
a triple minority. Why are they not talking about the gay community not coming out and supporting him?
Well, they're saying it's the gay community. They're saying they are. But I've seen people of all demographics say this dude lied.
What about the Jewish community? Why
nothing.
is he not asking the Jewish community to come out and support him?
They never do. And he's Jewish. His father's Jewish. Now, according to their beliefs, it goes through your mother. So that's maybe why they're not talking about it as much.
I get tired of this shit.
You have to take the burden of these.
I don't got to take the burdens of these strays, these strangers. I don't got to take the burden of them. Fuck y'all. You only come back and rely on us when you need something.
Yeah.
You go marry the other race you are, so you can stay in a higher class. That's what you like to do. But when you get in trouble, you come running back to the black community. Every time these biracials have a story, who they always say treated them so bad? Black people.
Yep. They said the black people treated me so much worse. It's like, wait, how? When you literally in the same sentence will say that the white people never even
they don't even you don't even go around them. But we treat you worse. We just keep it real with your ass. We let you know, don't come over here. Just because you got a white parent, don't trip. That's what we tell you. Don't trip.
They don't tell them don't come over here. They say they let it be known what you is. You biracial. They're gonna tease you on it.
No, and I'm saying don't come over here tripping. That's what I'm saying.
Oh yeah.
Just because you got a white parent, don't put you at a higher level. We let you know from the gate. You're actually lesser.
Oh shit.
Your bloodline is tainted.
Now look at this article. Yeah. Tainted. So now this was written January 31st, 2019. And it's still up.
They ain't gonna take it down. But that's the narrative.
Straight black man silence on Jussie.
You can't start calling that man Juicy. I'm starting to look at your ass. Like, why you keep calling this man Juicy? You don't say you ain't calling this man Juicy no more.
The name is stuck in my head because the joke.
Well, Dave Chappelle made up that joke.
Jussie homophobic and racist attack is dangerous. This is still up. They still ain't taking it down.
Because they're trying to vilify straight black men, saying that we were supposed to come out and just overwhelmingly support, even though we know his ass is lying. Hell, when we know niggas, he lying. Why we gonna come out and support him when we know he lying?
No, hold on. There's some instances where you know a nigga lying and you just don't say nothing. You might not come out and defend it. You won't say nothing. You'll just be like,
until it become blatantly obvious.
No, you know it's obvious. But in certain instances,
when it start affecting your ass,
there it go.
Then you go, Dad,
hold on. Now you lying like a mother. You lying. Now
we just so happen to know from the jump his ass was telling a lie.
Bruh, none of the story made any sense.
Two white men out where they happen to have who keeps the Clorox and a noose on them.
They just walking around. They just searching for you. Were they looking for you? Or they just ran up on you?
They just struck gold.
Were they just looking for a Negro? Or they just found you?
They got a quote unquote black man who is gay. They got a double one.
Oh yeah, he black
and he happens Jewish. To be a Jew. Oh Lord,
yeah, they hit the. Hold on, yeah,
he's black, Jewish,
and gay,
and he's a Democratic.
He's a Democrat, yeah.
Jesus, they love me.
Liberal, super liberal,
and he's a celebrity.
My God,
we'll get a big message out there on this one.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
Why would they do that to a high-profile person? That don't make sense to me,
especially in the middle of the street. But that's besides the point. It was freezing out there. Anybody's out there looking for nobody on a night like that. But yeah, we get the point. Y'all know. Let's move on to something more relevant. These cases I'm about to show are more things that are banded together. These are not really individual things I'm about to show. So, as you can see, this is a story that came out of Britain. Traumatized teen racist strip search at school infuriates Britain. The 15-year-old girl who was on her period when she was searched for non-existent marijuana, said she feared she'd never feel normal again. There was a story, if you remember, maybe a year or two ago, maybe not even that long, where a black dude, that might have been overseas as well, was pulled over by the police, and the cop grabbed him by his sack.
No, he didn't.
And literally burst one of his testicles. Yes, I think that was France. I want to say.
How did he grab him by the sack so hard he burst one of his testicles?
He did it.
So that's intentional.
Yeah, there was another story.
Trying to destroy your gun.
There was another story of a man who had a baton. He was raped with a baton, and he had to use a colostomy bag for the rest of his life.
By an officer?
By an officer. That's another story. We heard about the story. Remember the Asian dude in it was in Milwaukee who was raping all those women?
Yeah.
He had like 20, maybe even more women. And they still have a YouTube channel up saying that he's innocent. He still has a group of people saying he's innocent, he didn't do this.
That must be the Asian community.
No, they're not just Asian, they white too.
No.
Asians and white. There's a lot of Asians, obviously. So there was a Asian guy who was raping a whole bunch of women in Milwaukee, where he would arrest them and, I'll let you go if you do this and stuff like that. The women reported him. So now some of these women were prostitutes. So they immediately thought is, oh, well, they must have been doing this and then he didn't pay them. No, they would immediately say something after it happened. So it wasn't like they would wait or nothing. He had many complaints until they finally got him on one and they got the counts of all the other women and what he did to all of them. So the stories lined up and he went to prison. I think he got life in prison or something like that.
Which his ass should have got.
So these cops, the fact that they went to a school and did this, like it wasn't enough. This is school. Is it really that serious to find some weed? They made the girl take off her tampon so they can search even further to find the weed. Like, is it really that serious to find this weed? Like, come on.
She's 15 years old, so how far? It was unnecessary for them to have her take off her tampon.
It's insane. So this right here, another story that came out recently. I'm going to show that now. Where's that? Okay. The Clintons, another associate of theirs, is going to prison.
They got to tie up all these loose ends because it's unraveling.
He might not make it in that jail, more than likely.
More than likely. Expect the suicide.
Yeah, the National Post. You see here, Clinton-backed Haitian pastor indicted for child sex charges. This was a pastor who worked with the Clintons, who was going down to Haiti, calling himself doing these, what they call them, missions, helping the Haitian kids and stuff. He was and he turned out to be molesting children.
Missionary.
Yeah, missionary missions.
Or humanitarian.
Yeah.
It's sad. They have literally been on the Haitian people's neck since that revolution.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. They definitely, you could say they've had military on the ground there since 1900. They've been going in there.
That particular demographic of black people, that Haitian people, is, I would say, I feel the most empathy for them because they just been going through it ever since they got they freed themselves. They have not had
to
a
pay
leg
for their
up.
own freedom. Not only did they have to win the war, they didn't have to pay for the freedom. They had to pay them money. This is crazy.
Just like they did here.
Yeah.
And overseas in the UK, they had to pay the
reparations to the slave owners. Corrigan Clay, a U.S. pastor who moved to Haiti and adopted 2 orphans, has been arrested on child sex abuse charges against one of his children. Now, they say only against one of his children. Corrigan is a co-founder of the Parent Project, a nonprofit charity organization established by ex-partner Shelly Jean. The group has been visited and supported by former U.S. President Bill Clinton, who also believed to have helped fund another of the pair's entities, Papillion Enterprise, through Clinton's foundation grants. The Clinton Foundation
stole money,
and they keep getting
allegedly
fake investigated. They come back and say, "We found nothing." You go, "Are you serious?
You found a whole lot of shit."
Where's the money that they were supposed to give to Haiti in 2010? Where's that money? Billions.
We are the world.
Yeah, I had all them singing that damn song, and the money y'all was stealing.
Every fucking Couple of years they recreate that song with a different group of people. Who gonna be this decade?
Or they'll say "We Are the World." They do it for Africa too.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they ain't did one for Ukraine yet. I'm surprised they ain't did no Instagram live or TikTok more than likely where they all record themselves doing a "We Are the World" singing along thing. I'm surprised they ain't did it. In January 2021, child welfare authorities in Florida alleged that a 43-year-old James Corrigan Clay, pastor and philanthropist, had abused and sexually assaulted one of his underage children, whom he had raised with ex-partner Shelly Jean. Clay was arrested on March 10th this year by the federal agents, according to the unsealed indictments first released on Thursday by the Daily Beast. Both families of Shelly Jean and Corrigan Clay have declined to take any public stance regarding the assault of one of their co-parented children. This is including Shelly Jean herself, who in 2021 was said to have hidden behind justice system instructions, avoiding any indication to whether she was aware of such ongoings between Clay and their underage adopted children prior to his arrest. Despite declining to make a direct statement on the sexual assault charges, Jean assured that the children have only lived with her since her learning of the incidents. Mm-hmm.
These women always get out of it. They always get an scapegoat. They don't ever know what's going on. It's always the men. Y'all lying. You be involved in it too.
Going into it too. You just as wicked. For some reason they just
because they're a woman. They get a pass.
Yeah.
They be doing wicked shit to those children too. Hell, I say some of them probably worse.
Probably, considering the stuff they be doing with the animals as well. So
shit. Let's take what. This is totally off subject. Sorry, T.I. Let's take what I said.
I was just thinking.
They
Tiny
said Tiny is far. Tiny. It's worse when Tiny is involved.
Yep.
That means she's way more deviant than he is. Probably she do it to the pretty girls because she's just so envious of them. So she just be doing all sorts of wicked shit.
Well, they said she's a little aggressive. So.
We know why she aggressive.
Look at this shit right here.
Yeah.
This is akin to a hostile takeover. State officials asked residents of a small, predominantly black town near the site of the new Ford investment to forfeit their city charter or face takeover. The Tennessee comptroller issued an unusual appeal last week to residents of the small, majority black town, which occupies fewer than 2 square miles in rural West Tennessee.
So she's the vice mayor.
Yes.
So she's not even the mayor.
Mm-mm.
So why are they not talking to the mayor?
Maybe they don't want to comment on it right now. Maybe she's just the one who's coming out being the public figure to speak on it publicly. Maybe the other guy, the person, I don't know if it's a man or woman, maybe they're doing the
I mean, this is a big
battle.
issue, so I feel like the mayor should have been the one that came out and talked on this.
Yeah. Did you see here? Let me go through.
Like how the president sends his vice president.
I guess that's what they're doing with her.
And then he has to tell his vice president to sit down, and then he has to go handle it.
Yeah, Lord. The Tennessee comptroller issued an unusual, we already read it. In my opinion, it's time for Mason to relinquish his charter. Comptroller Jason Mumpower wrote in a letter mailed to each one of Mason's 1,337 property owners. Mumpower urged local residents to encourage your local officials to do what's necessary to allow Mason to thrive. There is no time to waste. State comptrollers responsible for financial oversight of local governments typically communicate directly with elected local leaders and not their constituents.
Is it me? Or does this guy don't he have a UK look to him? Like his family hasn't been here.
Well, he's definitely.
His name is Mumpower.
Yeah. Definitely like he ain't been here for more than 2 generations. So,
yeah, he feels like he's fairly new. But over there in the UK, they look a little different from these whites.
Or else they just untouched down there in Tennessee. Communicate directly. We have not issued a letter to citizens like before. Comptroller spokesman John Dunn said, it is unprecedented for us to publicly call for a town charter to be relinquished. But the comptroller's unprecedented public call out comes at the unprecedented time, not only for Mason, but for the state. Mason, located in the southeastern corner of Tipton County, now finds itself in some of the most coveted real estate in Tennessee. It's one of the nearest towns to the massive new site to be built for Blue Oval City, a key component in Ford Motor Company's multi-billion-dollar pivot to electric vehicle manufacturing.
That ain't gonna last for long.
Which is all a scam. Electric vehicles is a scam. Mumpower's letter has infuriated Mason's part-time elected officials who insist they have no intention of ceding the town's 153-year-old charter, which would subsum subsumed the largely African-American majority Democratic community under the governance of Tipton County, which is predominantly white and Republican. So is that what it's about as well? So that little town is black, and obviously they vote more Democrat. So the Republican, the county is more Republican white. They're trying to take over the finances so they can take advantage of those people.
Well, that's clearly what they're gonna do. They're talking about, well, you're gonna read more. They're gonna take advantage of that town too.
Yeah. This is our home. We are born and raised here. The majority of the town is homegrown people that live here. Vice Mayor Virginia Rivers said, he is trying to conquer and divide us. It's akin to the hostile takeover, and it's not hard to figure out why here and why now. Town leaders are accusing Mumpower and other state officials of bigfooting a long ignored, largely black community now that major investments is heading its way. So the money coming, or could come, now you're paying attention to what's going on there. Y'all weren't paying attention to what was going on
when the
white people was in charge. Mason is 60% black and includes descendants of men, women, and children enslaved in the area before emancipation. For more than a century, the town was led by white elected officials. That changed in 2016 when fraud and mismanagement allegations led to a resignation of nearly all city hall officials, all of whom were white. Mason's current mayor, vice mayor, and 5 of his 6 aldermen are black. It's because of black people that are in office, said Rivers, who first came vice mayor in 2021. Mason lies just 5 miles from the future site of the Blue Oval City Ford Motor Company's 4,100-acre electric truck and battery plant.
Landed 5 miles is not far at all.
At all. Landed by the state officials last year with a nearly $1 billion in taxpayer incentives. The operation is expected to generate 27,000 new jobs and $22 million annual in state taxes after its planned 2025 opening. So they went on to show where it is and describe the people who are there and such. But I want to show this too.
Yeah, they definitely plan on gentrifying this area.
Yeah, you see here, Mason also has the highest property tax rate in Tipton County. Funds used in a large part to employ 26 people in the town's payroll. So Ford needs somewhere to put their jobs.
And they want to use that town.
Now, there's something I found out about a little while ago called corporate towns, or whatever they call it. Corporation towns, corporate towns. Basically, it's a town that is entirely created by a company. And the people that live there, their sole purpose is to work at the plant or the local company that's there.
Mm-hmm.
So the people are literally are there to work at this company, eat, sleep, have children, continue to grow the population, so we'll have more workers for the company.
Well, that's what they do. That's what they do here in Seattle. Bezos, Amazon.
Yeah, pretty much.
He creates these jobs. He has the corporate people. Then he builds apartments downtown. So it's literally like,
I'm paying for your homing, your food. Now
you're all in one. Now he got the Amazon grocery stores. Yeah. So not only the money that I'm paying you, you then take it and put it right, which is Walmart.
Exactly.
He's Walmart. Only difference is, so far what I know is, I don't think they're getting food stamps.
Who?
Amazon workers.
I think they make a little bit.
I mean,
they a little bit more than
they're making 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
I don't think
20,
they're
21, 22.
Walmart was dirty. People that get food stamps work at Walmart.
They're getting paid $7 an hour.
We're using the food stamps to buy food out of Walmart. So you work there, and you're using your food stamps to buy food out of there.
And then you take your regular money too and buy your, laundry detergent and housing stuff too.
So you're literally making enough money to go back to work.
Yeah.
That's it.
We're not going to pay you no more, because if we pay you more, you might, not need these.
Yeah. So this is the plan here.
Food stamps.
Yeah. Then this is the plan here. They want to take it over. They want to take over the financials and all that stuff. And they're going to start doing some stuff that's going to slowly push certain people out that they don't want there. Because if you say 27,000 jobs,
people are going to be coming.
People are going to be flooding there to move there. So somebody got to go.
So that means that we have to bring in a Whole Foods. We got to bring in a Starbucks in that area. Yeah. So Pete's barbecue joint got to go, because we're bringing in more healthier stuff. They're not going to want that type of food.
They don't want that.
They want Chipotle, Starbucks, Taco Time, Rams, maybe a Cheesecake Factory. That's a little fattening depending on what you order off the menu.
Mm-hmm.
We don't want no juke joint, no soul food.
We don't want no hole in the wall.
So you're just trying to destroy these poor black people's little town they built.
I forgot to show this.
And another thing, some of them say they've been there since slavery.
Yeah.
So
women and children. Yeah.
When that reparation come back to bite you, they all scattered and gone out of the town, so you don't really have to,
Now this right here, comptroller, former city recorder stole nearly $100K from Jellicoe. So the people that was in before were robbing them blind.
And they knew and the town over knew they was robbing them blind.
They knew.
The state knew they was robbing this town blind, and they did nothing. They wait till you come in.
Well, they did something because when they got exposed, they immediately left.
That was a setup.
All of them resigned. Then the niggas got voted in, and now it's
that was the setup.
Oh, Ford is coming now. Oh, sorry.
Once you get the black people in positions, that's the downfall.
But yeah,
so what we need to do to build it back up.
They have a what do they call it? Not a prison. What's the word they use?
They had a detention center.
Detention center
that the Biden administration.
Yeah, and they denied federal prisoners. And the dude, Mum Power, said they don't know what they're doing. You need them to build more jobs. It's like,
are you kidding me? You're a black town and you don't have a detention center here? That's where you're gonna make your money.
Federal prisoners. That's the money. And they're like, we don't want no damn.
Niggas like, we don't need no prison here.
We already got. It's already gonna grow. You know what's about to happen in the next 5 years or so.
That's what they do.
Oh man. All right, let's move on to the next thing. Speaking of people getting put out,
you knew it was coming.
Yeah, it's been coming for the last year and a half.
Yeah.
You see, the evictions are back. Black renters are suffering the most. Again, in Indianapolis, like many American cities, the long shadow of segregation continues to punish black neighborhoods to the disproportionate benefit of white landlords.
And this is going to go to a story that we're going to talk about later.
Yeah.
How are we able to send money overseas?
Yep.
And fund all these different things?
But people need help with these.
You could have took that money that you gave to what we're going to talk about in a couple segments to these people. You don't have to give it to the renters. Give it to the landlord, saying we're going to pay off of their past due rent.
What do they owe?
We're not gonna put it in their damn. No, we would never put it in their damn hands.
Give it to the landlords.
Because we put it in their hands, it damn sure ain't gonna go to your hands.
See, I don't think they want to give it to the landlords because then hustling start. That's when hustling gonna start. Because now the landlord and the person who's standing at his home, the renter, they're gonna start working together on some shit. Okay, let's say I didn't pay this loan and you just give me this much money. They know that's what's gonna happen.
Not if they white.
You got your damn mind. If they start saying landlords, tell us how much the renters owe and we'll pay it.
No, you have to show proof.
That's what I'm saying. They might find a way to fungal the system along with the renter. They always find a way to hustle the system.
No, because the landlords are supposed to keep that on the books of how much they owe. They're supposed to be tracking that.
They always find a way to get through the system. They always do. So yeah, we're gonna get to why we brought this story, y'all. Later. Go ahead.
Why would the landlord be in negotiation with the tenant when the tenant is so many months behind? Why am I help you get money? This is about me. I'm not giving you no money.
Yeah. I think a lot of people might say, do you, like I said about trusting landlords, but you said they got to keep record of it so there's no way they can get around it. I think they still can get around it.
Like who?
Huh?
What, like who?
What you talking about?
Like who landlords?
What you talking about? You said a while ago that a lot of
trusting
landlords.
Oh,
I thought I said something else. You said something about trusting landlords to not trusting them because you don't think they would actually. I said I don't think they would give the right number. You said they couldn't cheat it. They have to keep track of it.
Why would the landlords want to negotiate and go in with the tenants when
money?
Most of them are so irate that these people have been living in here. They have
when it's a chance to make money, people calm down.
They're in such conflict. They like, I'm not cutting shit with you. I want to get paid my money.
When niggas start talking about you get an extra few G's, people get quiet.
Ain't gonna be no extra few G's.
People become friends real quick.
And see, that's right there is why people be like, well, fuck it, don't pay. If everything got to be rigged, and then don't pay it. Shit,
that's
it's just
system.
ridiculous.
This is American system. You know how it go.
Damn.
I want to show this now. This is something that's a city that exists called Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
They don't. Why would y'all put that on blast? Where it's located?
Well, there's one down. Remember the one down in Georgia? The people bought the land. They're trying to start a new.
And what were they trying to do? They were trying to sabotage them.
How they do that? How they try to sabotage them?
I don't want to talk about it on air.
What do you mean you don't talk about it on air?
No, I ain't talking about it on air. So yeah, why didn't they should have just kept this little town a secret?
All right.
Why do black?
What?
They should just kept it a secret.
They're also trying to tell other black people.
Well, do it secretly.
How you gonna do it secretly? It's the internet. You
Shit.
can't only have.
Follow the drinking gourd. Look at the sky.
I'm going to go ahead and mute that music. But yeah, this is a town in let's just say Pine Bluff, Arkansas. It just said it's all black leadership, black the money, a lot of money invested into their place. Over 100 businesses. They say the town is 76% black.
Puts a smile on your face.
So I just had to show that after showing that depressing stuff. I
Had to do something
people out their
positive and
house,
uplifting.
kicking them out their city, kicking them out their house. At least there's some places where.
But they don't want them to come there.
Who? Oh, yeah.
They got low income housing.
Oh, yeah.
Shit! Y'all ain't paying your rent. You
Gonna
ain't
be
gonna
in
pay
there like
that.
swimwear,
The
baby.
damn town gonna be going down.
I want to show this right quick. This is a quick story that I find. We were just talking about this. U.S. Senate approves bill to make daylight saving time permanent.
I don't like it
Why not?
because I'm used to in the wintertime it gets dark around 4 or 5 o'clock.
Hold on, it's gonna get dark at the same time. That's not gonna change. It's just, it's not gonna be considered.
No, it won't get dark at the same time because the time is not gonna it's not gonna be moving forward and moving back.
No,
It's gonna be permanent.
the clock is gonna be different, but everything else gonna be the same.
No, the sun won't be. It'll go down a little later than normal.
I just said the clock will be different.
So I don't like it.
You just follow nature. Stop following the clock, then.
You know what? I'm tired of the U.S.
They
just
always
doing whatever they want to do.
Well, they still got. I think Biden got to sign it. I don't know if he's gonna sign. I mean,
They were talking about this last year, but some
They
people
talking
said they like it
most people, majority of the country said they want to get rid of this.
because they feel like it gets dark really early and people tend to get more depressed during the fall.
Yeah, this helps depression
In the
and all
winter
that stuff.
time, but some of us like it. We like that extra hour of sleep.
They said kids get more time to play outside in the winter.
But some of us like that extra hour of sleep. Some of us like it.
But there's other people too. Think about the kids.
The kids need to take their ass in the house and be reading and studying. That's what they need to do.
Think about the kids. The kids.
Shit,
They want longer to
if the
play.
shit keep going the way it's going with damn United States and damn Russia, they may not be able to go outside.
Yeah.
They drop fucking chemical weapons,
Yeah.
radiation shit. You can be going outside playing.
We're gonna talk about the chemical labs and how this country, the level of propaganda is ridiculous. I don't watch cable news. I don't. MSNBC, Fox, CNN. I don't watch them.
Well, I can't unless it's on YouTube.
Yeah, I watch clips of them saying, and even the clips, you go, this is all lies.
Sorry, bub.
These are lies. They're lying, but we'll get to that.
Why would anybody pay for cable?
They
It
make
ain't
you pay
shit on
for it.
TV.
Try to make you pay for it with the internet.
Yeah, that's the only thing I pay through it too is the damn internet. Anything else, you ain't getting it out of me.
Now look at this. Remember this story from a couple years ago
If
about the
Netflix,
park? Go ahead.
if Netflix go up $4 more,
It said 21. Somebody.
no, it's 17.
No, it said 20.
Maybe in another.
Maybe in a different country. Maybe that's a different country.
It's different. Not this country, because it was at 20. Like, damn, you cheat.
Oh,
It ain't. They don't have enough of a. It ain't shit on there to watch half of the time. Let's just be honest.
But you know how it go. How many to the average person? How many people on your Netflix account? Because most people got at least. I think there's a limit now, isn't it?
It's 5.
But I'm pretty sure people don't find a way to get around that. People find a way. People are log out when they're not on. So there's a lot of people that got whole family on one Netflix account.
Listen, I gave
households. How you gonna give somebody your Netflix password and they give it to somebody else?
I gave my uncle.
Hey, you don't need to say who you gave it to.
I gave someone my Netflix password. Whole damn family got it. Wife, daughter, other daughter, probably her fiance. Then he probably got a sister and a cousin.
Everybody on your
Everybody living off of me with my Netflix account. So
hey, I mean, how much money is Netflix missing out on that?
A lot.
I mean, because the opportunity to have 10 people giving you $17 versus one.
Well, think about the money I'm missing off of it. Because if I just say, give me $3 each.
Nah, it's not the same. See, they losing out on actual customers.
They go to Hustler that I was just talking about with the fucking rent and landlord. Just give me $5. Just give me $3.
Give me $3. Give me $1.50.
Damn, but if we all give each other $3, we might as well just go ahead and get it ourselves. Then get it yourself, then.
All right, let's go forward in this. Look at this. I showed this a while ago. Remember that Parkland shooting that happened?
That we still, I don't think we can say that on YouTube.
Feds pay $128 million to families after FBI bungled tips about Parkland school shooter. So wait,
$128 million for that movie production. That's a lot of money. That's a blockbuster.
That was clean what you just did. That movie production, that was clean. But this is the guy. Remember, he went into that school and did what he did, and this was when they really, really, really were pushing for the guns rights. Remember the dude Hoggs? Who some people say he's an experienced thespian. Some people think he's a man of the arts. He was a high schooler apparently. Who
I think they're called crisis actors.
Stop. Just pause. We already got it through. You ain't got to go no further. Then he tried to play crazy, and then they put the interview out on the internet. He tried to play crazy, and he was not crazy. He was just
doing what he's supposed to. Was told to do.
So remember, this actually became a big story because there was a man who said that happened because they were trying to push for the gun rights. That we need to stop people from getting guns, be harder on it. There was a man who said no. What really happened is the FBI didn't act on the tips they got. There was a man who said this, and they called him a crazy man. And
he ain't orange, is he?
He an orange man, yeah. Trump said this.
That's my commander in chief.
Oh, hell no. They're going to get your ass. David Hogg was nonetheless deeply offended when President Trump suggested the FBI had failed to act on a tip regarding the school shooter because the Bureau was too busy investigating Russian meddling in the election. Oh, look, Russia right there. Oh, we back to Russia. I think it's disgusting. My father is a retired FBI agent. Whoa. And the FBI are like the hardest working individuals I've ever seen in my life. Let me tell you something. When you have somebody defending the intelligence agencies, you can't trust them. If they defend the DEA, FBI, CIA, IA, anything.
That's what they work for them.
Hell, now at this point, the FDA, CDC, you can't, if they trust anything any of them say, they are damn, get away from them. They the feds. Let's get away from them. So the second he said that his father was FBI, and he gave all this praise to them, we already know what he is. So the theories about where he come from and who he really is kind of obvious.
Yep.
So yeah. I just thought that's another $128 million being given. This country just...
But when it comes to this little small group, that's what we would call small ass group, we got to have a study. Every time we do, we need to study it, We need to get all the data.
Where is the study for this? They need a study to see how these families,
How did it affect them, Was any, did it cause them any pain, suffering? Did anybody quit their jobs because of, they were going through mental things?
Mm-hmm.
No, just award it, give it to them. We fucked up. It's just sad how they treat us.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, but
How many people got that money for that $128 million?
Okay, it was 16 people, 16 of the families, somebody died. But 17 also, he said that he killed, and 17 he said he tried to kill, so injured, I guess. So that's 34. So I don't know if it's 16, 17,
it'll
or
be
34.
17. Because 16 of them dead, they're not receiving nothing.
No, if somebody was, if you shot at somebody, they got probably sued too. So out of 34, that'll be $40 million each. If it's down to 17, that'll be like $8 million each.
Wow.
So yeah. All right, let's go to the next one.
Justice is served.
we're gonna go into some real propaganda, and we're gonna get into that money. How these people got money to do other things instead of helping people.
But can't give out another stimulus. Can't give a stimmy.
No, not even a stimulus, just helping people with their rent and stuff. But you see here, U.S. must counter Russian misinformation on Ukraine with psyops, experts say. Psychological operations are tactics geared toward shaping how people perceive things. Sound familiar, don't it? Now, you have people in this country saying we need to inflict psychological operations on Russian citizens. We need to go to their countries and get people that left the country. Well, we need to go to throughout Europe and find Russians that left the country of Russia and change their perception on the war and have them relay that message back to people in Russia. That's literally what they said in this article with Fox News. He's asking for them to propagandize Russian citizens. We need to, and weirdly, they're doing it publicly. You're telling American citizens, because you're not really asking them, you're telling them this is what we're going to do. You're telling American citizens we're going to propagandize Russian citizens. And matter of fact, we need your help. That's why Biden went and got those TikTokers. Think about the president of the United States went and got influencers from a social media platform owned by Chinese to push a message, a narrative on TikTok with their gigantic followings. I mean, it seems like everybody on TikTok got 1 million followers. It's ridiculous. It's like it's almost like it's easy as hell to get a big ass following on TikTok.
You got to work on this platform.
Yeah, I saw a dude who like, yeah, my baby mama a celebrity on TikTok. And it's like, what? Yeah, my baby mama got 600,000. What? What happened? But everybody got a following on there apparently.
Something was clapping.
They got a trend called what's the name of that trend? Something clap. So it's funny you said that. But let me show y'all something about this propaganda game they run. Hold on. All right. Persuade, change, and influence. The use of psychological operations against the Russian Federation. I'm not going to read this whole thing. I'm just going to go through some of this stuff. So the Russian invasion of Ukraine has garnered much attention, not only by foreign policy and military enthusiasts, but by the general public throughout most of the world. The world has watched the rapt attempt as Russia continually fails in the majority of their military endeavors as the Western world imposes sanctions and other warranted harsh measures against the Russian Federation. You know how they keep saying that Russia is encroaching on the capital and they're not moving. That's a lie. Russia hasn't moved in a while. They came into the country. You know, they've been saying for 4 days now that a 40-mile convoy is on its way. And it's like, it's not moving. They're lying. The convoy is not moving. So when they show you these videos of these empty tanks and stuff and these explosions, I mean, you can kind of put one and one together and say that ain't who you think it is doing that. But yeah, given the situation in Russia, it is beneficial to explore ways in which Putin's aggression can be stopped or completely thwarted. And better assisting the Ukrainian government and people, the West foreign intelligence agencies should look towards psychological operations or warfare, psyop or psywar, as a method of assisting Ukraine. Now listen to this. The RAND Corporation defines PSYOP as a method of warfare which involves the planned use of propaganda and other psychological operations to influence opinions, emotions, and attitudes and behavior of opposition groups. Encyclopedia Britannica expands upon the methodology further, describing psychological warfare as propaganda supported by such military, economic, or political measures, generally intended to demoralize the enemy, to break his will to fight or resist, and sometimes to render him favorably disposed to one's position, in addition to supporting an allied force or guerrilla group. So break you down. So what's been, I'm just saying like this. Has the morale of this country went down or up in the last 2 years?
Down.
Exactly. They've been breaking you down. But,
well, Shane broke me down.
Huh?
He broke me down.
I'm just saying the country is being broken down, but we're gonna show you right here.
Piece by piece.
Yeah, in most cases there are 3 forms of PSYOP. These being white, gray, and black propaganda. It's always funny how white propaganda is always less. White is always less harmful, like a white lie versus a black lie, or sorry, black male versus.
Everything black has a negative stigma on it.
Yeah, so white, gray, and black propaganda using the 1989 edited work of Psychological Operation produced by Air University Press. White propaganda is produced by the government or organization that takes responsibility for it. So when you see Jen Psaki, she is white propaganda. Her job is to come out and take quote unquote responsibility for things, which means we'll take responsibility for the lowest action. We'll take responsibility for not getting you enough mask or something like that. We'll take responsibility for, oh yeah, we forgot to do this, we forgot to do that. Small things. That's white propaganda. So that with everything you hear, you don't go when they say everything is a lie. No, we'll say some things are true. The small things. You know, you even see sometimes a lot of people in politics, they'll purposely leak a negative story about themselves to cover another story that's bigger. We know Clintons are known for this. The Clintons that leaked one story. Cuomo as well. I got something to show you about Cuomo too. Matter of fact, since you said it, I'm glad you said his name. Cuomo. Let me show y'all this video. Look at this video right here. Hold on.
Whoa. Is that a photo op?
Now he was taking a picture with this woman here. Watch what the cop had to do to stop him from getting another charge almost. Watch this. He grabs his hand.
He about to feel on her
He was about
ass.
to feel on her ass.
Wow.
Although I would say she definitely was all up in his face. So
it was just for the photo.
Yeah, I know.
She wasn't interested.
But look, the cop had to grab his hand to stop him. Watch. What did he grab his hand for?
Damn.
What did he grab his hand for?
Look.
Like, hey, stop. Stop, Cuomo.
Stop, Cuomo.
I just had to show that for a
carrying
second.
back there, but
yeah, when you think of white propaganda, think of Jen Psaki. Like I said, Clintons, Cuomo's, they'll release information on themselves that's negative to cover up for something else. Like
the black.
Like I'll tell you that hey, yeah, I might have touched those women. I might have sexually harassed those women, but that cover up the stories about the 12,000 old people that ended up dead.
That's not true.
Yeah, that's not true. But this is true. That's white propaganda. Let me show you this now. All right. Then you have here, it said, while gray propaganda is defined as being material, distributed without an identified source. So when you watch MSNBC, Fox, or remember the, what's the name of it? The Russian investigation into Trump, when they say sources said, we have internal sources that said, and people inside Trump's administration that give no name,
no facts.
That's gray propaganda. That's a gray area. It might be true, but we don't have a source. So a lot of times it's fake. It's not true. If there was a source, but the information is fake, or there's no source ever and they created a story, that's gray propaganda. It said with black propaganda being material that purports to have emanated from another source. That's the deal Stasi against Trump. Over there in UK, when that dude came out and said, "Oh, I have proof that Trump worked with the Russians," and the United States said, "Oh, we got this information from them," when actually we found out it was funded with Hillary. They put the money into it. They fabricated a story, had someone else give it to them. They could say we got it from them. That's black propaganda. As always, it's always considered wicked, but it's always the most effective. Black propaganda is the most effective because it's a source, it's proof, so everybody think it's real. White propaganda, you just take responsibility from some things, but not all things. So people will look at you like you just an asshole. You just ignoring certain things. They just get annoyed with you more than anything, but they can't pin nothing down on you. So when you come to the propaganda, remember this stuff, this right here happened. All right, look at this. Look at this. U.S. psychological warfare experts worked at CNN and NPR during Kosovo War. Do you hear what they just said? So the Army staff members or Army staff was working at a newsroom at CNN and NPR.
Well, damn, what's his name? Anderson Cooper.
He's he was it's the FBI, CIA.
So
No, I'm saying this is in the year 2000, by the way.
okay.
So you had literal propaganda experts working for a newsroom. Now, in 2000, that was a big deal. Like, what the? Now it's like, well, we know for a fact Hannity, who has CIA buttons and stuff all on him. We know the guy you just said,
Anderson Cooper.
Anderson Cooper has ties to the CIA. His family, some crazy shit going on with his family. A lot of these people got CIA, FBI connections. That's why they always got insiders.
It's his mother.
Now,
Anderson Cooper's mother.
Yeah. Cable news network CNN and National Public Radio have acknowledged that 8 members of the U.S. Army 4th Psychological Operation, PSYOPs group, served as interns in their news divisions in other areas during the Kosovo War. PSYOPs are highly specialized units of military whose personnel are trained in the production and dissemination of U.S. government propaganda, including on television and radio programs. Now, when this first came out, immediately CNN came out and said, oh, they were just interns. They had no influence over the news.
Why were they interns?
Exactly. Oh, the United States, the Army came out, the U.S. Military came out and said, oh, we would just have them intern to know how news work in the country. I mean, how news work.
They watch the news, don't they?
Something happens, you tell it on the news. That's how the news work. Unless something happens, you put it through a lens of propaganda and put out what you want to be heard. That's what you meant by how it works.
That's how it works here in America.
Exactly. All right. This is a form of propaganda right here. This is the New York Post. Now, when you read this headline, it said Russian model who trashed Putin on social media found dead in suitcase.
Yep, that's propaganda because you would think automatically Putin got something to do with her.
You think immediately when you read this New York Post, immediately when you read it, you go, oh, Putin has somebody killed who came against him.
They're trying to tie him to anything that's going to make him look, to villainize him.
Exactly. When you actually read the article,
make him like a monster.
Look at it right here. The third paragraph. Velder's ex-boyfriend, Dmitry Korovin, 23, has now confessed to strangling her to death before driving her 300 miles to the, I don't know how to say that, region and abandoning the body in the boot of a car. Korovin told authorities he slept in a hotel room for 3 nights with her dead body, which was stuffed in a newly bought suitcase. The man then left her body in the trunk for a year, but the man then left her body in the trunk for a year, but kept posting her social media pages to make it look like she was still alive.
He had her for a year?
No, he had put her body in the trunk. She was missing for a year.
So she wasn't dead.
No, she was dead. He put her in a suitcase.
Who would keep somebody's body for a year?
No, he didn't keep her body. He put it in the trunk of a car and took it somewhere and just let it. He didn't have it no more. It's like basically, imagine he just threw it in the river. Basically,
yeah.
So, and for a year, he posted on her social media to make people think, she was still alive. But
ain't them old ass pictures?
But they.
Or did she just have a whole bunch of pictures that she never released?
I don't know. But immediately, say in January 2021, Velder was raised concerns over Putin's crackdown on protests and desired to enhance the integrity.
So this woman is dead, and they're making it about Putin.
Exactly. Basically, she came out and said something about Trump last year. She popped up missing. Immediately, they're putting the story out now and saying that, oh, it's because Putin had her killed. Her body was found. No, her boyfriend killed her. Unless you want to believe that Putin had her boyfriend kill her.
There go to propaganda.
This is propaganda. Because it's not necessarily a lie. She was a Russian model. She did trash Putin. And she was found in a suitcase. That's true. But they put it in the headline to make you think that Putin or her trashing Putin has something to do with her death.
Yep, they're trying to, paint Putin as this monster.
All right.
I don't know. I can't, what he do, his personal life. I don't know what he do, but.
Man, Putin ain't shit. None of them ain't shit.
None
Point of the matter is, it's fake.
Look at Whoopi.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this.
Whoopi back, baby.
Whoopi said you needed me. Now,
look at her.
Another form of propaganda. You see here.
You know what? Hold on. Whoopi Whoopi is the most easiest person to deal with as far as wardrobe. They don't have to put all that makeup on her, all that different shit. She just come on there. That's the shit she wear at home. She just show up already ready to go.
Now watch this. There was a thing that happened on The View where they called for the arrest of Tulsi Gabbard and Tucker Clarkson.
The Hispanic woman?
Yeah.
I can't stand her.
Now they said they need to be arrested because basically they would call them Putin puppets, or they would call them agents of Russia. So they're saying they're basically traitors. So when you say that, you're not just asking for them to be arrested. You're asking them to be hanged, basically. You're calling them for treason against their country.
She's a Republican, but she's the one that came out against her party when Trump
exactly
ran.
Which is crazy because it's funny how both sides are in favor of the war. There's no dissenting voices.
Yep.
Let's see what they had to say with this.
Sarah has the week off, and back is our guest.
Reason. Hating Putin has become the central purpose of America's foreign policy. Secret biolabs? Like the secret biolabs Ukraine definitely doesn't have? Ukraine has those? Yes, it does.
There are 25 to 30 U.S.-funded biolabs in Ukraine. According to the U.S. government, these biolabs are conducting research on dangerous pathogens. Now, like COVID, these pathogens know no borders. If they are inadvertently or purposely breached or compromised, they will quickly spread all throughout Europe, the United States, and the rest of the world, causing untold suffering and death.
So Mitt Romney.
Now, hold on, Paul. That's all true.
What does she lie about?
United States Pentagon, not the CDC, the people that's supposed to do with health. The Pentagon came out and said, yes, we are funding these labs. They said they were doing it as a protector against dangerous pathogens being created. Now, ask yourself, why would the Pentagon, a military part of the government, come out and say something and not the health part of the government, the CDC? What does the Pentagon have to do with a non-militarized labs in Ukraine? They're not supposed to be they're not weapons. They're not bioweapons. So clearly it's a lie.
Romney claims Gabbard is pushing treasonous lies that could cost lives. So I'm just going to open it up to the table. What the hell's going on?
So I think Mitt Romney is absolutely right, by the way. So what this is the Russians are spreading propaganda to try to create a pretext for potentially using chemical weapons against the Ukrainians.
There you go. There goes the propaganda.
There's more propaganda. Now, you know who said that, what she just said? Wasn't that just said by, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, and then I'll say after you say it.
Remember when this first started, this was being said by Biden's administration early, that Russians are looking for a pretext to do chemical warfare.
So everybody has gotten their barking orders.
Exactly.
To put out this propaganda. That's The View. That's
MSNBC, CNN, Fox, all of them.
To keep saying this information until it's drilled into the American citizen's head.
Yep.
So when this come out, it won't be a shock.
Yeah, they want you to think, oh, there's no labs over there that we're funding, but there's labs over there we're funding. They literally tell you in one sentence. It's like they make you double think. Because on one hand, they'll tell you, somebody will say, hey, America has labs they're funding in Ukraine. And the immediate response is, this is Russian propaganda, this is fake. And in the same damn paragraph, they'll say, we are funding labs in Ukraine. And it's like,
so they'll say, we didn't lie. We told you that we were funding it. We're just not, it's just not being used in a way that they're saying it's being used.
It's misinformation.
Misinformation or disinformation.
It's insane.
Yeah, they changed it. It was misinformation. Now it's disinformation.
Now, yeah, they've been using the word differently. Yeah, watch this.
And Tulsi Gabbard. Well, listen, the Fox board of directors should really step in. If they call themselves patriots and they, it's not enough to be posting flags about Ukraine. There's a bunch of folks on that board of directors list, like my friend Paul Ryan, who I wish would be weighing in and saying we cannot be Russian state TV, at least not every hour.
But what's I guess for me.
Now, keep in mind, this Russia thing has been brewing for it's been brewing since the 90s. Because when the Soviet Union fell, NATO was formed to stop Russian or the Soviet Union. When the Soviet Union fell, there was no purpose of NATO. NATO was supposed to have an agreement with Russia to not expand east. But we see they've been continually expanding east.
Yes.
So now this has been brewing for a long time, especially under Trump. That's really when they started it, the Russiagate. That's when they really tipped it off in America. They started propagandizing American citizens.
That's what Trump was used for.
There you go. They started propagandizing American citizens all the way back in 2015.
There you go. That was why Trump was selected to kick off the whole propaganda.
Well, Trump was selected because the Russia thing, and because if Trump, they needed Trump to, there was already a split in the country, but they needed to make a split politically. Because people keep talking about, oh, Trump ripped the country apart racially.
No,
the country has never been together racially. But he made white people split politically down the middle. The Republican Democrat thing it's crazy. Now, a lot of Negroes get caught up in that for some reason. I don't understand why. Why are you? Anyway, I'm not even getting to that. But Trump was used to split them politically and to push forth the Russia narrative. Even though that was disproven.
Yep.
But now they've been propaganda. Russia again in the news. Oh, look, Russia's going to war with somebody, trying to invade another country for no reason.
Because the Democratic Party just can't keep them out their mouth. They love talking about Russia.
They've been telling you since 2015, these are your enemies. So now you have a lot of people, it's just like automatic. Oh, I support Ukraine. A country filled with Nazis. They're literal neo-Nazis, literal Nazis. Now, we're not talking about hyperbole. They're Nazis. But, so we don't need to see no more of this. They call these people treasonous. When you call somebody treasonous, you call them out for treason, you're saying they should be not in prison, killed. That's the punishment for treason. It's insane. Then you got to deal with Kamala Harris, who has to be the person who goes over and supposedly speaks to these people. Because while we're being propagandized here in America through the media, and hell, now TikTokers and social media influencers, Instagram influencers, everybody, hell, YouTubers, they brought the propaganda from Hollywood down to the damn YouTubers. Everybody's propaganda. So let me show you what Kamala Harris had to explain what was going on in Ukraine. And this is what she came up with. This is the genius. This is her way of explaining to people what's going on with Ukraine. Now, pay attention to what radio show she's on. Because I'm pretty sure, based off how it looks, it's an urban show. Listen to how she speaks and answer this question about what's going on in Ukraine.
If you're watching any level of news, even social media, you're seeing everything that's going on right now in the Ukraine. Break it down in layman's terms for people who don't understand what's going on and how can this directly affect the people of the United States.
So Ukraine is a country in Europe. It exists next to another country called Russia. Russia is a bigger country. Russia is a powerful country. Russia decided to invade a smaller country called Ukraine. So basically, that's wrong, and it goes against everything that we stand for.
During the appearance on the syndicated Morning Hustle radio program, Harris was asked to co-host Head Crack to explain the Russian-Ukraine conflict in layman's terms.
Head Crack. So
this is clearly based off how they talking. It's an urban morning show. I'm not saying they black. It's just the point they're urban. You can clearly tell.
Yeah.
So he asked her to explain it, and she explained it like she was talking to children.
And that has been the main problem with Kamala. Is her delivery. She don't know how to.
She don't know how to do it.
She don't know how to be intelligent.
Damn. She don't know how to be intelligent.
Like she don't know how to act. She don't know how to pretend.
It's like
she just
But it's clear she knew what audience she was talking to.
Yeah.
So the fact that she decided to explain it that way says a lot. And then when she went on to say Russia is invading Ukraine and that's basically bad. Like basically what? That's basically bad. Who you think you talk to? A 5-year-old?
Yeah.
It's bad a country invaded another country.
This is the black girl magic that you all wanted in the White House.
They're gonna use her to tank y'all.
And fortunately, I'm not gonna say unfortunately. I'm gonna say fortunately, it's gonna come back to bite you in your ass.
Oh shit.
So that you can wake up and see how they've been propagandizing y'all.
Oh, I mean the propaganda that's been going on in the black community, that's been going on since inception of this damn country.
Since welfare.
Long before that. We talking but bro, we can go all the way back to the dang mid 1800s, maybe even earlier than that, where the propaganda started. Not just to demonize the black community. That's not what I'm talking about. they started the propaganda to convince black people that their issues were separate. They been on that women's rights versus
Conquer, divide.
Yeah, they been on that. So yeah,
divide and conquer.
The propaganda, it's pretty much worked on us though. So it's unfortunate.
Ain't worked on me.
I'm gonna show y'all what Aunt Nancy.
They ain't no Aunt Nancy.
Auntie Nancy. Isn't that what? What's her name? No, she called her Mama Bear. AOC.
That drunk.
Mama Nancy or something like that. I can't remember. This woman was drunk.
This
when
is
y'all
that-
see this video, this woman is drunk.
This is your crazy white neighbor that live when you live in a damn redneck town.
And you trying to go in your house and they stopping you, constantly want to talk, and you're like, yeah, okay, yeah. You trying to be nice and nod with them and keep walking, and they just keep going and going.
But they know that we can't go there. Putin is trying to bait the trap so that we go in, and that's could be the beginning of World War III. Putin totally irresponsible.
She ain't no better than
Biden.
She ain't no better than Biden. She ain't no better than Kamala. They all three of them are terrible.
Nancy Pelosi, at least up until Biden and Kamala got in office, was the most unpopular politician in the country. She was less popular than Mitch McConnell. How
that
in the
damn
hell?
Turtle.
How are you less popular than Mitch McConnell? Even Republicans don't like him. How are you less anyway? But she just lied. What she just said there is that she said Russia is trying to bait America into a war, which don't make sense.
We know that America is trying to bait Russia.
America and NATO have been in Ukraine. They've been on Russian border, and Russia's like, I'm not letting y'all set up camp on my damn border. Get off my border. Get out of Ukraine. That's all you got to do. They wouldn't leave. And it led to what it is now. Now they're saying, oh, look, Russia invaded Ukraine. We told you. It's like, you were in the country setting up military. What are you talking about? Of course I'm going to stop you from doing that.
Always throwing rocks.
Now you sending all this military aid. We're going to get into that to them.
Throwing rocks and hiding your hand. That's what America does. Well, started doing.
No, they don't hide their hands. You're right. They just started doing that.
Yeah, that's what I said. Started doing.
They would throw the rock and say, do something. Before, now they...
Yeah, they do like... They look at you while they're doing it like...
yeah, do something.
They'll jump at you. Do something.
America's a damn bully. It's a damn bully in his history.
Putin totally irresponsible using weapons that are not allowed under the Geneva Convention. Putin, who threatens use of chemical weapons, nuclear, and the rest. So they know that we can't.
What's that guy's name? There's a congressman in Mississippi, Alabama, one of those, who was saying that we need to have nukes on the table against Russia. So that wasn't just Putin. There was a congressman in America that said nuclear war cannot be ruled out. We just had Lindsey Graham get on television and say Putin needs to be killed. Like, think about that for a second.
Can you imagine if a Russia politician said President Biden
needs to be killed? They'd be like, oh my God, he's calling for the murder.
That would be considered a
act of war.
Act of war.
The declaration of war. Especially if the president doesn't come out and say, hey, this person need to be reprimanded for that. Yeah.
But it's the ask. Now, he was this morning more. If we can't have a no-fly zone, let us have our own, and we need the airplanes to come in. No. This morning he was less on the ask for the policy, more on let us do it, help us get the planes. But also there is a school of thought that thinks the anti-aircraft missiles and the rest are a very important way. Myself, when I see those tanks, that 40 miles of tanks, I'd like to take out those tanks. I mean, I think that them having more planes might be usful, but
these people are insane.
So the Ukraine is asking for a no-fly zone, but America and NATO are saying, no, we'll give you aircraft though for your military. You can fly around and go against Russia, but we're not making a no-fly zone, because if we make a no-fly zone, we would have to stop Russia from flying, which means we would have to attack them if they do, which means a war would start.
She's like, that 40 mile. I would like
to take it out. It's like,
this is your war. They have the nerve. They are warmongers.
Warmongers. They want blood, and also look, there's a change in the guard going on right now. Who's going to be the leader for the next? Oh, what they think. This is not our belief. They trying to figure out right now who's going to be the leader of the world in the next 100 years. America's been the leader since 1900. Really, they didn't really get it till mid to the early 1900s after World War I. But early 1900s till now, they're starting to fall apart. Who's going to be the one that lead us 2050 or so on? That's what this is really about. This has nothing to do with Ukraine. This is bigger than Ukraine. Especially with the fact that they're putting all these sanctions on Russia and forcing Russia to find a way to financially support itself. That's why they going to China. And you're going to talk about China in a bit.
That I'm not a military strategist. We hope that we will be able to get up to a place. I hope. You asked me how. I hope that we can get to a place where the MiGs, which are the kinds of planes they've been trained on, can go to Ukraine. The F-16s, especially if we have an excess of them, can backfill for Poland.
Don't fall, Nancy.
Walking like a stick.
You made it. Yay.
Yay. No, she should have failed. Walking like a damn stick up her damn ass. How about she's like, don't fall. Don't fall.
Yeah, that glass don't have water in it. It have vodka in it. She would get drunk. She would get toe up there.
Straight, no chaser.
Like how you said, I'm going to get toe up this week.
And she's like, damn it, I need a drink.
Yeah. She headed straight to her office for that reason.
She was shaking. You know how she wake up in the morning, she had the shakes?
Oh, yeah.
And she had to immediately have that.
Let me tell you, this is how you know we grew up around, we know what it's like with an alcoholic not to have a drink in the morning.
They get the shakes.
The shakes. They literally need a drink
to calm their nerves.
To calm down.
That's how you know you're an
alcoholic.
Yep.
All right, look at this right here.
When it's good versus evil, you gotta sometimes, when you're on the good side, have some ambiguity about discerning the real evil.
Are we on the good side?
From the somewhat evil, I guess. Anyway.
You hear that propaganda? Listen to it again.
When it's good versus evil, you gotta sometimes, when you're on the good side, have some ambiguity about discerning the real evil from the somewhat evil, I guess.
So we're the somewhat evil.
Now keep in mind, this is
Meet the press.
He's telling you we're on the good side, America. We're the good side.
But somewhat evil.
No. He's saying we're the good side. So when we're on the side of the good, sometimes it takes a little harder to discern between the evil and the somewhat evil, as in Russia, evil. Ukraine with their neo-Nazis in their military.
Somewhat.
They're somewhat evil. You notice how the media didn't really talk about what's happened to those Africans over there. In America, that's supposed to be a big deal in America, ain't it? Racial equality and stuff. That should have been something that really hurt Biden from supporting Ukraine. He should have been like, oh, I don't like how you treated those immigrants. But they didn't say shit. He gave them some money. Because it's bigger than y'all. We don't give a damn what's going on over there. Whatever. Same thing he did with Afghanistan. Now, hold on. Yeah, let me go to all right, sorry about that. Next one. We talked about this. We got to do a little short bit. By the way, I hope y'all enjoy the little shorts we putting up. I decided to start putting those up because, in between the week, sometimes you want to speak on certain things at the moment, but you don't do it to the weekend, and you just want to say something or get something out before you have a chance to talk about it in full. But yeah. So yeah. Hunter Biden paid off tax bill in 2021, but investigation continued. Basically, what this right here proved was the Hunter Biden laptop was real. It's real. It's verified by New York Times. Most people already knew it was real. There's literal video on the damn laptop of him talking on crack, smoking it. Like, it's his. He's literally on it. Emails, everything. But let me show you this right here. But inside of that laptop, the information that came out, he had ties to China, Russia, and Ukraine. He actually was on a board of an energy company in Burisma, I think that's how you say it, in Ukraine, called Burisma. He got paid $1 million. He don't know nothing about the industry. He got to pay $1 million just to be on the board as an annual his annual money earned.
That's when Biden was making money off of him.
That's when Biden was vice president. The second Biden was not vice president anymore. The amount of money they pay him went down.
He was no longer
he's no longer valuable. So we're going to talk about, once again, he's holding it off, Biden's ties to Ukraine and why he also might be just flooding them with money. Saudi, Emirati leaders declined calls with Biden during Ukraine crisis.
Wow.
That's big.
For them to not answer the phone for the most powerful man in the world.
This man that's supposed to be the quote unquote leader of the free world.
So that means you don't have no respect for him.
None.
When the president of the United States call your phone, you're supposed to be like, "Oh, answer the phone."
It's the president of the United States. They're like I don't want to talk to him right now.
Wife's making rice.
Now the reason why this is a big deal is because as we know, the American dollar, the fiat currency, is no longer backed by gold. It's backed by lead and oil. Bullets. The oil is through Saudi Arabia. They told Saudi Arabia, "Hey, make people buy your oil through the dollar, and we'll give you our military. You'll never have to worry about anybody attacking you," which is basically them saying, "We'll make sure Israel don't attack you." Let's be honest. That's what that really was. We'll make sure Israel don't fuck with you.
But
we'll give you our military. Just make sure that people got to buy your oil through the dollar. America became, just like that, one of the most wealthiest countries ever. Because now the entire planet have to use their money to purchase their oil. And everybody need it you need it.
You need oil.
It's a necessary thing. It was genius. You know, they always doing something to benefit themselves. Hey, you can't blame them. Good job.
That's what they're supposed to do.
But the fact that Saudi Arabia is saying we don't want to talk to you no more.
We're going to invite China. China.
China. The Kung Fu people. The Kung Fu people. So you see here, Saudi Arabia invites China Xi to visit Riyadh. So is it possible that Saudi Arabia abandons
United
America
States and goes to
China for the oil? And Russia's involved in this too. Russia and China is starting to build a little something. Now remember, it was supposed to be Russia, China, South Africa, and I think Venezuela. They were supposed to form an alliance to build a system outside of America or the West's SWIFT system, which is how you transfer. That's how you transfer your money and all that stuff. It fell apart right before COVID. Is it possible that
that's what they're doing
this
now
will bring it back together?
Probably so.
Because India, who hates China, remember when China used that heat weapon against their soldiers on the border?
Yep.
So India hates China, but they need Russia's oil, and Russia is cool with China.
So they got to get over that shit.
You got to let that go.
Take one for the team.
So Saudi Arabia getting in, and remember, Russia has ties with some of those countries. So that leads to this right here. The question has to be asked. Saudi Arabia considers accepting yuan instead of dollars for Chinese oil sales.
Yeah.
America's done if that happens.
Not necessarily.
No, they're done.
Well, or is America going to let that happen?
No, that's when the war popped. That's why it's like, all right.
Then that's when America stop hiding their hand while they're throwing the rocks and just throw the damn rocks.
Hey, they go, all right.
And they say, if you do that, we're going to bomb your country if you do that. Or they'll take out the leader.
Yeah, like they do.
You're just bringing somebody else.
Gaddafi, yeah.
Oh, now, but this is the thing, though. This can backfire on America if Saudi Arabia just all of a sudden does this, and then they're like, oh, Saudi Arabia is gassing its citizens. They do that whole shit. Then the world is going to look at America like, you're lying. And that's when everybody turns against the West.
Well, people are already turning against the West. You see China and Russia talking. India. Saudi Arabia is not listening to, not calling them.
They're trying to take down the bully.
Exactly.
But the problem is that bully not going to go down.
Then you got Venezuela, who America just tried to form a coup against them, wouldn't acknowledge their president, put sanctions on them. Guess who helped them? Russia. Cuba, they got more ties with Russia. They hate America. Remember the dude said, I won't die until America falls. Trump won and he died. We know
his name is Castro?
Yeah.
That's Prime Minister Trudeau?
Yeah, Trudeau daddy, yeah. That's his daddy. Prime Minister of Canada, his daddy is Trudeau. I'm sorry, his daddy is Castro. But Allegedly. Now, Haiti has ties with Venezuela for oil. Remember that $1 billion plan and money came up missing? Now they're trying to open it back up. Haiti is tied with Venezuela, which means they're cool with Russia. Africa, for the most part, they leaning towards China.
Right. So who is backing the?
Nobody. America's only allies is West Europe and Canada. Because Mexico is like they're gonna go wherever.
Whoever wants the guacamole, the avocados.
You want the oranges, whatever.
The papaya.
Yeah.
Bananas.
So
we got your guacamole.
And America been supplying. Mexico really don't fuck with America because they're like, you been supplying the dope to the cartel, fucking us over for the last 30, 40 years. We're not gonna act like y'all ain't the one giving them the cocaine and stuff. We're not gonna act like y'all not letting them through the border. Remember, what bank was it? Oh my God, I gotta remember this. There was a bank that ship had like 200 tons of cocaine on it, and it was like, hold on, ain't no way in hell you
was
didn't
that Chase?
Hold up,
we can't make these allegations.
Let me see. Yeah, you was right. It's Chase. Ship. Look at this. Ship seized and 1.3 billion cocaine bus is owned by J.P. Morgan Chase. Now ask yourself, you mean to tell me they didn't know all that cocaine was on their ship?
They didn't know.
Yeah, okay.
They thought it was guacamole.
They knew
the avocados.
A lot of those banks and corporations, they help the cocaine or the drugs or the pills. Hell, fentanyl. We know fentanyl comes from China. Yeah, it's flooding America. How's it getting here? These corporations. They get paid a little bit of money.
Well, China actually wants it to be here too.
No, I'm saying China is paying for it to come here.
Yeah.
Who's bringing it here?
It's dumbing down the...
No, it's not dumbing them down. It's killing their ass. It's not dumbing them down. They dying. They popping up dead.
Well, we know China don't play that. They'll take their citizens out if it get too bad with it being druggies.
Yeah. So
they say you're useless.
So America has no allies. So if Saudi Arabia decide we don't want our oil, we don't want to back the dollar with our oil, we want to back the yuan, China automatically number one economy immediately.
But America is backed by lead, and
China got more soldiers, way more.
You don't really need soldiers, do you?
At some point, drones and stuff they get shot down at some point. Aerial missiles and stuff, they get shot down at some point. You need people. At some point, it's a ground war.
But where they gonna go?
Unless you plan on nuking. But if you nuke, they gonna nuke. So
where they gonna go and meet?
What you mean meet? I'm gonna go to your border. I'm gonna go to your land. The same way America was sending people into China, China was sending people into America.
Yeah, we got to get out of here because we right here.
They're gonna come
right on the border.
And I'm gonna say
they already got it set up too. They got little Asian shit all around this damn.
Now I'm gonna say, hey man, be like the Vietnamese. Play that little song. This is not your war, Negro. Not your war, black man. This is not my war. Please just go. I ain't got nothing to do with this.
And then you pack my little rags up and
pack my little rags. Hit the dusty trail.
Hey, peace out. Then America was like, hell, no, you're not. Get on your damn uniform.
Oh hell, they ain't gonna make me do shit. Might well take me up out of here. All right, look at this. Whatever. U.S. Congress gives final approval to $13.6 billion Ukraine aid bill.
But y'all ain't got no money, though.
Measure supported by Biden will provide $6.5 billion to the Pentagon for military assistance and $6.7 billion to care for refugees. Now, how much did they just give the Afghans? Oh, Airbnb. Did you know what college? It's the HBCUs are not taking in refugees. HBCUs are taking in refugees. These people don't. Why? Why?
Because they love being around them.
I didn't hear Harvard, Yale, Stanford. None of them say they're taking in people, but HBCUs, we need to take some people in. I swear, boy. I swear. Now look at this.
They want them, they people of color too. And most of them are hoping, they'll end up getting somebody with good hair.
Biden announces $800 million in new military aid to Ukraine. So that's on top of the $13 billion.
They're lucky. They're just a lucky group of people.
I wonder, does this have anything to do with Hunter? He has business ties there. Bombs been going off, so more than likely any servers, any business paperwork there has already been blown up. So there's no evidence there no more than likely. Unless Russia done went in and found some shit, and they just holding it to blackmail later.
Possibly.
So he giving all this money for Ukraine. There's no way you're gonna tell me it's just because you don't want Russia to take over Ukraine. There's no way. You don't.
They don't want something to come out.
You didn't. First off, we found out about the biolabs. We didn't even know was there. We didn't even know, and now we know because of this.
All I know is they got something bigger coming down the pipeline. This little circus show of this past 2 years of this COVID-19, I think is something way bigger coming down the road.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Now, I'm gonna show y'all this. An elder in the community. She has some words for what the United States is doing.
She pissed off she ain't getting no stimulus check.
Maybe she just righteous. Maybe she ain't looking for no damn money.
She's righteous in what she's saying, but I'm gonna always be real on it. She mad she ain't getting no stimulus check.
Let me show you what the one elder, what she had to say about 800 more million going to Ukraine.
And you done showed the citizens of America that y'all is not for the citizens of America. Y'all is using these people for y'all own fucking agenda. Cause they done worked in this country all their lives. And all you could find to get them when this damn COVID broke out was a $1,400 check. And you taking billions of dollars, sending over there to another country that ain't did a damn thing in this country.
Boy, that's what it remind me of home. I swear to God, what you said, that made me a damn thing. That remind me of home. Hold up.
Peoples for y'all own fucking agenda. Cause they done worked in this country all their lives. And all you could find to get them when this damn COVID broke out was a $1,400 check. And you taking billions of dollars, sending over there to another country that ain't did a damn thing in this country for these people. These people in this country have worked for y'all motherfucking asses. Not them over there. And y'all want us to feel sorry for them over there, and y'all ain't giving a damn about us over here? We want to get the fuck away from y'all. Point blank, a damn about us over here? We want to get the fuck away from y'all. We want to get the fuck away from y'all. We want to get the fuck away from y'all.
They don't got a damn thing to do with G.
They got a damn thing to do with G. Nah, that's right though. I agree, Elder. I agree.
Oh, she said everything that niggas been wanting to say for the past 2 years.
Yeah, this damn COVID, you ain't
No, not been wanting to say, has been saying.
Yeah, we've been saying it actually. Look at that. Ukrainian Olympic gold medalist says he was racially abused in the street. Ukrainian wrestler who won his country's only gold medal in the Tokyo Olympics last week said he was racially abused in the street on Friday on his return from the games. Zohan, I don't know how to say that last name, 30, is a two-time world wrestling champion who became Ukraine's first black lawmaker when he entered parliament for President Volodymyr Zelensky, servant of the People Party, in 2019. So wait, the man who has ties to Vladimir Zelensky, the new what's the guy name? He's the new great leader, the great battle leader. Somebody that is affiliated with him getting racially attacked. He ain't gonna do nothing about that. I wonder if that has anything to do with him making a neo-Nazi the head of parts of his military. Purposely, by the way. That wasn't accidental. So, let's go to the next one. All
right. Fauci's back.
He's back, people. Fauci says officials need more than $22.5 billion. But where's all this damn money?
I'm telling you, this is all that reparation money.
Like, bruh, in the last 2 years, they have spent, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, 80% of the dollars in circulation right now were created in the last 2 years. Think about it for a second. 80%, I think it's 80% of the currency, the dollar currency that's in the public that we're using was created or printed in the last 2-3 years. They have spent like, what is it at now? 11 trillion?
We're further in debt.
Well, we at 30 trillion now. The country's in 30 trillion in debt now, if I'm not mistaken. Their debt.
They know it ain't no way to get out of this but war. War is the only way they can get us out of this.
You need war so you can get the resources so you can just eliminate the debt.
And change it and make it a different currency. What system you want it to be? The next system that's going to be gonna be used.
Yeah. So another $22 billion is what he's saying they need. Let me show y'all.
What they need $22 billion for
to help. The staffs. The necessary equipment needed for COVID. We don't know what that is, but
necessary equipment needed for COVID. I thought we were done with COVID.
They said apparently it's soaring again. It's soaring in
China and Europe.
Oh, China and Europe still. NATO and China. Let's see what Mr. Fauci had to say.
Mr. Fauci.
We have to be careful that if we do see a surge as a result of that we're flexible enough to reinstitute the kinds of interventions that could be necessary to stop an additional surge.
That could mean a return of mandatory masking, especially in areas of high transmission.
No.
Have to be.
I've seen people already commenting and talking about saying that no. They're saying, get out of here. No, I ain't going back. Although, poor little fella, you ain't really got a
you don't got a chance.
You ain't really got a choice.
Y'all ain't got a chance.
The laws or the restrictions and mandates are already on the books. They can just activate them at any moment.
And that's what this whole shit was about. This is a test.
Yeah. So now they can just activate it. Now they scaring you. They just scaring you at this point by saying, "Oh,
dang!"
Now look at this right here.
That's Florida, but Florida been doing that shit. They ain't nothing new.
No,
they ain't new.
This is what the people want to do.
Good Lord. You know what? Everybody look like roaches out there.
It's so sad how
your mindset has changed
during this pandemic. My own aunt, taught her earlier
about going to the beach.
I asked her about, she said she want to go out somewhere for the summer. She want to get out of the house. I said, all right, you gonna go to the beach? She said, I ain't going to no beach. I don't want no people breathing on me. I'm like, it's crazy. Just 2 years and people don't want to be around people.
Yeah, that's true. Because when I'm on Metro, I don't want nobody sitting next to me.
It's like.
But hell, I ain't want nobody sitting next to me before.
See, that's what I'm saying. It's different when you're talking about sitting in a public place. You're talking about going to a beach. How do you not want to be around people it's a beach?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at that and I'm like, that's a lot of people. But it ain't got nothing to do with just a lot of. You're just not used to seeing a lot of people like that anymore.
When as you can see, people ready to get up out of here.
That's your extroverts.
They
been doing that shit. They ain't never stopped doing that shit.
They sick of it. They done with it. They're not going back.
They need to be that energy.
They build their energy off people.
And yeah.
There's nothing wrong with people want to be around people.
No.
It's necessary in the society.
Space.
You need some people that want to be around people. Everybody can't want to be away from people.
It's draining. It's so draining.
As you can see though, they don't give a damn.
No, they love it.
They like, look, Fauci.
They like,
you can kiss 2 of them for all I care.
Kiss 2 of them.
You can kiss 2 of them. Cause ain't no way in hell you gonna stop them from going out.
Well, Florida been doing this.
Yeah.
Their great commander, Mr. DeSantis, they've never stopped.
Oh yeah,
doing that. So
yeah,
his citizens are so spoiled.
The White House says it's running out of money to cover COVID tests and vaccines.
Oh, they run out of money to cover COVID tests and vaccines, but y'all got money to send to the Ukraine? Now the American citizens going to be like, what?
So if you're saying you run out of money, which means that's taxes, you don't have no damn money. You're saying the people are running out of money. So now you're going to try to get them to pay for it out of their pockets? Or
so they're going back to that?
Or are you done with this? You remember, didn't they just 2 months ago open up a website where you can order test kits? It was I forgot how many per household, 3 per household or something. They raised it to 5. I don't know.
I wouldn't buy one.
No, it's
one.
free.
I wouldn't get one free.
But they did it, and it was like, I guess they done with that now. That's what they saying. We ain't doing that no more. We ain't got enough money. Sorry. Even though countries in Europe were literally doing that for a year now. They were already doing free test kits
and was giving their citizens money,
giving them $2,000-$3,000 a month to withstand.
That's why I told y'all Trudeau was like, y'all
I gave y'all all this money. That's how you gonna.
And this how you gonna do me?
Okay. So now they saying they done with the COVID test and they might not be able to pay for it no more.
So you're gonna have to pay for it if you want a COVID test. You're gonna have to buy it.
Yep. Oh, and I said in vaccines.
So they're gonna.
Now ain't no way in hell. They gonna convince people to purchase back. There's no way they're gonna do that.
Hold on, they didn't even want to go get it. Now they gotta pay for it.
ain't getting done.
Oh, are they gonna start making the businesses pay for it?
Ooh, a part of insurance.
And then the business is gonna be like,
wow, put you even more. So now, wait, as a business, you will be against vaccination mandates then? That's how they're gonna convince you to be against it now. They're gonna flip it. I don't know. But this right here, this article is written August 21st, 2021. Skeptical of coronavirus shots, some patients demand blood transfusion only from the unvaccinated. Now, if you read those papers that Pfizer released, those were old papers. I knew I was not crazy. I knew I had read that data before. We read that in November.
So me being I'm pretty...
The pure blood, that's what they call it. Oh, I'm sorry.
So
hold on.
I can charge like $2,000 just for a little small...
Hold on. That's a thing people are saying now. People are like, how much I can get paid for this now? With the price going up.
Shit, let me go down and let them draw some blood from me.
But somebody said blood ain't what's going to be valuable. It's going to be semen. They said, nigga, I'm charging $1 million. Nigga said, women going to be paying $100K.
$1 million a pop.
For pure untouched. The pure untouched stuff. So blood and semen, I guess, going to be high. You know, how come high power?
Well, the women too who haven't gotten that because eggs.
A woman giving her. Oh Lord,
maybe they'll stop prostituting.
Think the prostitutes got vaccinated?
No. Why the hell would they
I think they did.
Why would they get vaccinated?
Because they're around people. They can't They can't risk being sick too long. They can't miss no 2 weeks of work.
So you think the pimp made them go get vaccinated?
Yeah, he said, "Hold it in there. You can't miss. That's your job." Your boss, who mandated you get a vaccine, he did it because you couldn't miss no time. It's his business. You can't miss 2 weeks of work, a week of work. I can't have you quarantining. You got to be working. I guarantee you a lot of them got vaccinated.
Some of them didn't, though.
Well, the stragglers didn't. The ones who really ain't got no pimp, the ones who kind of just out there, she hang with the girl who got a pimp, you know, more than likely. I'm just talking shit right now, y'all.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think that's it for this one, man. This was good. I like this. This is a good conversation. Would you agree?
Yeah, it was good.
Okay. You got anything else you want to say?
No. Well, let me stop mine. Keep supporting the clips that Duke is putting up. He did a good job.
Oh, thank you.
And yeah, I hope y'all like the clips.
Yeah. I hope y'all like them. Try to be more consistent with it. We still got another. We got to figure out what a new episode of the other thing, our series, we're going to go back to. That thing takes so long to put together, though. I ain't going to lie.
I think the next one need to be something that's less...
historical, more opinionated.
More opinionated.
I already know what you're thinking in your head. We ain't going to say it, though. But anyway, man, hope y'all enjoyed it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Be sure to comment what you thought about the show. Y'all be safe. All praise to the most... Go ahead.
Never mind, just go ahead. That's it.
Hold on, nigga. You can't just interrupt the exit like that. You know that's how it go. Now I gotta say that all over again. Anyway, man, y'all be safe.
All I'm gonna say is ooh.
All praise. Oh yeah, George. What up? Shout out to George, man.
Ooh.
All
little
praise.
smiley face. Ooh.
All praise to the Most High and peace, man.